Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a video on Self-Key, which is a super interesting crypto project in a sector of privacy. Okay, now before I get into it guys, I need to let everyone know this video is not financial advice. Always do your own research before you invest your money. So we are talking about a low cap gem here guys, 20 million in market cap, and I'm really excited to be talking about this one because not many people out there are talking about this. It seems like a project with a lot of potential, and I think it's a project in a space where I can resonate with it. I think it's an ethical play. I think it's a good form of investing, but as always guys, you need to research this yourself before investing. For anyone who's new, I just want to say, I do have a Patreon page. This is the place where I give all my buy alerts. This is the place where you can see my portfolio. It should be linked in the description. This is the place where I drop all of these latest and greatest projects. So if you are in my Patreon group, these are some of the gains that some of the people in my Patreon made. It's now up to you whether you want to join that link and start your investment journey to the next level. Links in the description, guys. So Self-Key. This is the project we're going to be talking about today. Like I said at the start, it's a project in the privacy sector. It's all about protecting your data, protecting your identity. Some of the most important information about yourself, it is actually protecting. So this for me is a no-brainer in terms of its actual importance in the world. And this type of project for me, I do not shy away from. So I do invest in these types of projects. I do look at these types of privacy projects because I think there's going to be a real need for it as we go even more centralized in the future, right? Now, in terms of how the world's heading, guys, I think we're heading into a much more surveillanced world year over year. I think the world 40 years ago was a lot less surveillance than what it is right now. People have access to your Face ID, your Touch ID, your eyes can even give, identification of who you are. Your voice recognition now, certain banks in the UK, you join the bank and then they ask for you to verify with your voice, right? And the AI does it for you. So we're moving into an age now of all these different forms of identification, whether it's face, voice, eyes, thumbnail, whatever it is, fingerprint. There's so many forms of identification, right? And it's clearly open for abuse. And it's clearly in a point now where your data is gold. And a lot of bad people are after your data. Even in the UK, we had a huge breach, I think numerous times, where our healthcare system was actually hacked. And people's data was stolen from the system and, was in the hands of bad people. So this is no conspiracy theory. This is no joke. This is literally the truth. People's data is already being taken away from them. And very important data such as medical information, such as their actual face, their voice recognition, all of this stuff is either being abused or taken away from them. So moving into an age in the future, we want to be in a situation where we know for a fact all of this important information about ourselves is secure and encrypted. And what better way to do that than on the blockchain? So we can see here, right? Self-Key is a blockchain-based identity platform, right? The technology provides individuals, companies, exchanges, fintech, startups, and banks with a platform to manage identity data, oftentimes KYC. So this is important, guys. When you KYC into a company, how do you know that your information is actually kept private? It may not, right? They may, for all you know, be selling to advertisers saying, you just, join this group. You can advertise to this person. They're this age. They're from this country. They're interested in crypto. You've already got a few demographics about that person. Now, I'm not saying that happens already, but how do we know that these companies who claim to be protecting our data, how do we know that they actually are, right? Because we've seen scandals in social media where social media companies have said that they're protecting your data when really they're not. They're actually selling it. They're doing the complete reverse, the complete contrary. So what Self-Key are actually doing is they're putting this data onto the blockchain. So they're putting this important information about yourself, this information which should be private and not in the hands of anyone else. They're making it so that you own it yourself. And I'm quite bullish on this, right? I don't know if they use NFT technology, but you can actually use NFT technology to allow people to own their own information and own their own data. And I really like this, right? So the core team has worked on decentralized identity since 2014, so decent amount of experience, across companies such as Standard Chartered Bank, Bitmax, EQI Bank, and GSR. So Standard Chartered Bank, this is a huge corporation, right? And you can actually see this over on their partners section that they've collaborated with them. So this is impressive in itself, right? And I talked about banking before. You know, when you join a bank, sometimes they can use some form of KYC when you're on the phone to them to identify you, you know, like your voice recognition. You'll call them, you'll be like, hi, they've got this issue with my bank, and you'll be on with a robot, basically. You'll be on with AI. And then the AI will say, please, can you say this using your voice? And your voice will be what gets you into the bank, basically. Voice recognition. Now, how can we be completely certain that your voice recognition is actually protected? How do we know that? We don't. And it's the same with Face ID, right? You go on a crypto app, your Binance, you open it up on your phone, right? Binance, here I am, Face ID, I'm in. How do you know that it's stored in an encrypted place, your Face ID? Because think how that could be used against you. They basically got your Face ID, now they can get into anything. So these are some questions which I think are major questions moving forward, especially as we move into a more technological, more surveillanced world, which is inevitable, right? So it's free, open source, non-custodial wallet that allows users to securely store and transmit both digital assets and their digital identity. Users can interact with Self-Key Marketplace to one click, apply for products such as real-world bank account or company incorporation, and pay with Key. So some interesting stuff going on over here with this project, guys. Now, I want to talk about this as an investment. We've briefly gone over the project, what they're actually aiming to do, the current conundrums in the world, and, you know, the things that they try and solve. So let's talk about things like tokenomics and price. So in terms of tokenomics, you've got 88% of the supply in circulation, which is obviously good. You couldn't ask for much better, especially considering that the market cap's 20 million. So 20 million market cap, fully diluted 23. I mean, that's perfect, right? Where can you buy this one? You can actually buy it on Binance. So if this isn't a good signal in itself that this is a project which means business, that this is a serious project, then I don't know what will. And Kraken. I'm just going to tell for the newbies here, Binance and Kraken very rarely list very low cap gems, right? They only list the best of the best projects. And Self-Key's ranked 626 with a market cap of merely 20 million. And it's actually linked on Binance. Incredible. That shows that the project means business, because Binance don't mess about. They don't just get crap coins, right? They go for good projects, good solid projects. And it's the same with Kraken. So this is obviously good to see. So look, I'm interested in this project a lot. I'm interested in this project a hell of a lot, and I'm gonna have to do more research on this. But from what I've seen so far, it seems bullish. You know, a lot of people are talking here that it's bullish. I did see something about it coming off Binance. I'm not too sure about that news, if it is legit or not. But if it is, it's not the end of the world for me. It's still on a plethora of other exchanges, such as KuCoin, such as Uniswap. So it's not the end of the world if it does come off Binance. Maybe it's because the trading volume's too low. I'm not sure. But obviously, this is a small cap project. Where can I see this one going? Now, obviously, it's a high-risk project. I do potentially see regulators coming at these privacy coins, potentially attacking them, right? But who knows? I could see this easily at 200 million in market cap, so an easy 10x on your money. So I do think this will promulgate some big gains. Maybe it'll go a lot higher than this. Maybe we'll see it at 500 million market cap. But at this point, we are just speculating. Their team is fully doxed as well. They've got a sizable team, all fully doxed, all available to go and look at their LinkedIn profiles. This is obviously great to see. They've got legal experts, marketing experts, so many different people all getting involved on this project. So it's a serious play, guys. And you're able to scrape this project up at a very small market cap of 20 million. If we look at how high this one's gone in the past, it actually went all the way up to 120 million. So I'm expecting this to do double that and go to around 240 million in the next bull run and guarantee you some really nice gains. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you want to see a bit more, if you want to get early access to my videos, if you want to see the projects which I'm buying at the exact time in which I buy, if you want to see projects that I'm potentially going to buy, you can buy even before me with my consideration alerts, okay? So highly recommend checking out the VIP Plus tier. This is the one that most people go for. This is the highly sought after one. These guys get access to the ever desired, prestigious VIP Telegram group. It's a very active group of like-minded investors who are all very serious about making money. No jokers, no people who are mess-abouts, no doss-abouts, serious people who are trying to make money. We can have a laugh, we can have a joke once we've made the money, right? But as far as up until that point, you know, we're not really winners until we've made huge gains. So there is also big money in this group. There's some millionaires, there's some whales. So make sure you do go and check it out and talk to them in the Telegram. I'm more than happy to be there. And obviously I'm in that group. I'm very active myself. I'm talking to these guys and enlightening them about some projects which are on my radar. So if you want to see step by step, you know, what I'm looking at in the markets, my moves on the chessboard, then go for the VIP Plus or the Boss tier. This one gives you it even earlier. And this one, you also get access to my super alerts, and you can book a one-to-one with me if you want to go over any of your crypto needs. So guys, I appreciate all of you watching. Have a really great rest of your day, and I'll look forward to seeing everyone in my next video. Goodbye.